we're going to find any note using the dot system. Okay, this is going to work our fingers. This is going to open up the sound of the guitar and help you learn the notes. All right, so we're going to start here at our octave divider. Okay, double dots. We're going to do 4 notes per string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting with double dot. Then when we jump to the higher string, down, if you want to call it, we're going to slide down a fret. Okay, start there. Do our 4. Then down a string, down a fret. Okay, then down a string, down a fret. Now we get to the next dot. This is where we stay for 2. Okay, now your fingers have warmed up a little bit. Stay at 2. Okay, and now we finish right above this dot, so we want to slide up to our dot. Okay, that's our starting point. Because remember, this and that are the same, right? So now we start here and we go backwards. And as we go up, we slide up in a string, okay? But we always start with our pinky. Remember, we stayed here last time, so we gotta stay here again, okay? Now, slide up, start with our pinky again. Okay? And now we gotta slide down one more to our original starting point. So, one of the little tricks about this is wherever you start, if I start here, I'm gonna end here. And then I gotta slide up one. If I start here and do my pattern, I'm gonna end up here. So I gotta slide down one, okay? All right, that's how that looks if you do it correctly, okay? That's using 4 notes per string. All right, now we're going to use 5 notes per string. Okay, so what we're going to wind up doing, we don't want to start here, and we don't want to start here, but this is where the end of our first run is going to be. Okay, so right, so where we're going to wind up starting is our C. In between these 2 dots. This is what the guitar is tuned in, okay? This is what the piano, all the white keys are, okay? Is this note right here, okay? So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we come back to where we started and we drop down a string, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're always going to finish on this double. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now here's where the confusion and the magic of the guitar happens, okay? When you hit this string here, the B string, the second string, you actually wind up starting on this dot. Slide up 1 and stop. Okay, that's your last run. This note is that note, is this note. Because remember, and it's actually that, okay? When we started learning how to jam in 10 minutes on the tin box, tear it up, right? So this is what we're running here, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slide up that 1 fret, starting point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Now, let's look at it on paper so we understand it a little bit more. All right, so on paper, this is what it's going to wind up looking like. Okay, these are all your open strings. Here's your double dot, okay? This is the note we're ending on. This is the note we're starting on, okay? So we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? All the way till we get to G. And then we stop and we start here, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Octave to a second octave, okay? And here's what it would look like if we were to run each one individually, okay? So what you wind up doing then is you go chromatically as far as the piano. And when we're doing 4, okay, can't show it on this one. We'll start with C, but we start with C, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at E flat. Now we got to start at E, E, F, G flat, G. Okay, and then we got to start at A flat, A, B flat, B. Then we got to start at C, right? And then we stay here on these ones because we end C, D flat, D, E flat. Then our next one's E, so it's E, F, G flat, G. Then we drop down to A flat, A, B flat, B, and then we slide up to C, and we start our progression again, keeping the same pattern going back, and we end at D flat and go back up to C. Because remember, when we start here, we're going to end here, and when we start here, we're going to end right there. So we got to make that last one note transition, okay? And so if it's 4, we go down, right? 3 up, 4 down, 4 down, okay? 5 up. Okay, how does that work out? Well, when we do 5 strings, okay, let's get rid of this string here, okay? Look at our bead, B, A, D, then we got to slide up, G, C, F, to begin our next progression in music theory, okay? So here we are, we continue, okay? So when you start learning this more, it'll become more evident, but that's pretty much in a nutshell how you can find any note using the dot system. And now you just shift that whole thing. You keep that same pattern and you shift it, okay? So now if I want to change the key, then we slide down and we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's where we're going to end up, okay? Right? So 4 is this way, 5 is this way. All right. Keep rocking on. Peace, love, stay strong.